So basically now it is just a matter of trying to find the... So the next port of call at the moment is trying to find the Cavefish.
Cavefish sounds like a new fancy drug, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Sounds like a rock band from Korea.
From Korea?
Cavefish.
No, that only works if like it's in block capitals like BTS is. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can get that. That's fair.
Cavefish.
Yeah, Cavefish, yeah.
I just saw the Newcastle player get away, and I was like, oh god, they could be on for something. And it was just the tackle was just like, oh, that was very appealing.
Now you have to understand, like, if you're not looking at the camera and not looking at us in the picture-in-picture here, you just hear him go, "What an amazing tackle!" As Ben drives off in his bicycle. It's like, well, I really respect the crotch on that man.
He's just jealous of his leathers.
I mean, he is a very, very mature. Who do you think would win in a fight, Duke Nukem or Ben Throttle?
Duke Nukem.
You think Duke Nukem?
Yeah.
I think Duke Nukem's quite false. I think.
No, he has enough weapons.
You think so? Yeah.
I think just one shot.
I'm thinking like a fist. I'm more like a fist fight situation.
I would say, yeah.
Like,
Throttle.
Okay.
Hand to hand Throttle.
Who is the manliest man of video game protagonists?
A video game protagonist?
Yeah. I'm just thinking like.
Oh Jesus.
Like the most like uber masculine. I'm not talking about people who like.
Earthworm Jim.
He's quite a
He's
beefy boy.
man.
Yeah, he's a beefy boy. Yeah.
Don't let the phallic top fool you.
Suppose male Commander Shepard, if you're playing him as a male, is he can be he's your stereotypical Marine, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Femme Shepard is a fucking bad bitch as well.
Yeah.
So you know, it kind of qualifies well. There's a Cavefish.
Absolutely. Try and look at some like.
Yeah.
It's a shitbox.
Now you see so you see what happened there, solely because like you can't approach that bike because of it's just you slide off it essentially.
Yeah.
So you can't do wheel to wheel combat with it. But what you have to do is either find the right weapon to
Hey, look, it's Conor Rock.
to get rid of same hair as well. Yeah. I can see where Elrod got his designs from. But yeah, so chainsaw. Yeah. So now we have an upgrade on our weapon.
Fucking chainsaw, man.
They were like a fucking child there.
Look at the chainsaw.
On your teeth, change my trees on a fish head
Cut me in
off.
half. Cut that motherfucker half.
Dave watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the first time. Oh, it's chainsaw.
Don't go there. The hand and
movie-
no.
That movie frightened the fucking life out of me. The
How
part
good
where
was he?
I used to to be fair, it was our uncle, dumbass uncle, going, "This would be hilarious to show the fucking children." It shows the original 1970s fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is legitimately, I think, one of the greatest horror films ever fucking made. And for like a year later, all I had to do was this to my brother. Fight the fucking life out of him.
Yeah.
Granted, he got back at me because I used to hate rats, and that was mainly because of Resident Evil.
Okay, that's
The
fair.
first
See,
Resident Evil
my
game.
first time I was frightened shitless was Jurassic Park when I was 5.
I get that.
In the cinema. And I hid
I get
under
that.
my chair.
I can get that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cut him in half. Got a chainsaw, use it.
So we actually don't have the weapon right now to take down the Cavefish.
Oh.
I know you're thinking like, okay, a chainsaw surely is the right answer, but it doesn't have the length.
The reach ain't there. Fair enough.
So,
I feel like you can get close enough with a chainsaw to maybe like rip his side out.
well, you think that, but no, actually, there is a better weapon. There's a better weapon out there.
There was no computing or graphical power enough to do that.
That's it, yeah. There is actually a better weapon out there than a chainsaw.
When did this come out?
1995.
Street Fighter and Tekken already existed.
Oh, speaking of manly protagonists, Guile.
Yeah.
Right,
Street
that man-
Fighter did.
that man
the
is-
reason we have
Street
fucking
Fighter,
age ratings on games.
No, that was more.
That was Mortal Kombat, darling.
Mortal Kombat,
That
yes,
was Mortal
sorry, yeah,
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat and Night Trap, which you've already done on
Night
this
Trap,
series.
yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
You were here
Yeah.
for Night Trap.
Mortal Kombat was they made Nintendo go woke with the sweat instead of the blood.
Woke,
It's turning grey.
woke Tendo, I think you'll find.
Nintendo, yeah. Because obviously Nintendo's a family system, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch the sweat out of this guy.
So, that
Now
was
look, he's trying with the chainsaw. It ain't gonna work.
I am. Now. Okay.
I feel like this was a mistake,
Witness.
No. Now.
I feel like you should be holding up a rifle and going.
So yeah, he blows up. So that's why.
The second of dead silence there. After that. He blows up, and it was just two of us going.
Okay.
So that's why.
Bullseye.
Well, yeah. Look at that.
I did actually say to Chloe we watched the movie, and she literally went, "Not a fucking chance."
Skull with spikes.
Yeah, skull mace.
I do like that. Is it a mace if it's not on a stick?
No, maces were.
Yeah. Two different types of mace. Although there is a different name for that one, the ball and chain one.
Yeah.
Both still technically maces, because it's actually the shape of the thing that was that made it a mace.
Okay. The most badass one, of course. Witch King of Angmar had the most badass maces.
I don't know if Jonathan knows, but I feel like you're Finn Taylor, comedian. You're watching this history podcast. This is one of my favourites. I was so happy when I saw it came out. It was exactly what I wanted. You go out of those podcasts learning less than what you did before.
Yeah, it's like drunken histories.
What was the?
Man, the Bad Friends podcast is coming to 3 Arena.
Yes, I seen that. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
lord, the Temptation.
Yeah, I'm thinking
That's
about
one of my
that.
favorites.
But I want to see. Finn Taylor's already started running his Finn Taylor versus History, Finn versus History podcast live shows in England, in London. So if it's only a matter of time before they do one over here. The moment they announce it, I'm just like, I'm fucking in for it. Because they did 2 episodes on the
Have you not
Troubles.
booked any of your trips yet this year?
No, not yet. I haven't had the luxury of doing that yet.
This all real life bullshit.
AIB.
Yeah.
AIB.
Just to say that other banks are available, but they're all
All
still.
hail Revolut.
Well, in case it doesn't work for you, I'll owe you a $5. You know, like I'll loan you a $5 if that works. But be aware that the interest rate is going to be 500%.
Yeah, you miss one payment and immediately just like, and you're financially fucked.
AIB.
No. Okay, I should actually clarify. I don't look for the interest in money. I there's other means around it. So like, limbs is you know. I gotta take the kind of the.
Yeah, you can live with one kidney.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
We
Like,
we were in work today, and our manager was on about like loans and shit like that. And
he was on about organ trafficking. So this is a good way to bring this up, actually. Yeah.
But he was on about the fact that when he was in college, it was the height of the Celtic Tiger. Like 4 years before the crash.
98, like boom. No,
4 years before the fall. It was like, what? You want a loan for 200 grand? Fucking take it. There's no problem. He said he got a credit card when he was in college that had an 8 grand limit.
Yep, sounds about right.
And what he did was he did it as a joke. They're like, weekly income 0, savings 0, and they came out like, you're due for 5. We can give you 8. It was like, oh yeah.
See, we never knew how good we had it.
Except then it comes back to bite you.
Yeah.
And we still don't know what a tracker mortgage is to this day.
No, we don't.
No.
We don't.
We'll never
That
know.
man on the bus is never going
My
to figure
mother
it
and
out.
father had it.
I know. So fuck you.
I never said I didn't.
Again, we always forget that Kira's an adult. This is our jokes don't work on her because she actually knows her shit. This is really frustrating.
Laura, those are some of my adult problems.
Did she do it well? Are you allowed to be?
She does do it well.
Did she tell you what you can and can't do? Did she boop you on the head with a bit of newspaper?
Sometimes.
She should probably do it more often, actually. Like, it's
Yeah,
a
I
good bit of
know,
discipline
I know.
again. Yeah, you know.
Oh look.
Do you know what's frightening? I'm the adult in the relationship between me and Chloe when it comes to like.
That is actually genuinely worrying.
Until
Yeah.
she hears ABBA.
Until.
And then she becomes all the more powerful and like
Yeah.
it's like fucking Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, super.
Super Chloe.
Yeah.
Now, she's probably going to watch this. She watches a lot of your fucking content.
I noticed.
Chloe.
Your customers appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hi Chloe.
She's gonna kill me for saying this in public.
Mwah.
She had no idea that when you get a mortgage, you do not pay exactly how much you've loaned her.
No.
I had to explain to her how fucking
called
interest rates
interest.
were.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
she-
part of the
It's
deal.
like 5-6% on top of whatever you.
She hasn't got any loans, does she?
I never had a loan either. I've never had a loan in my entire life. But I also,
Your credit rating must be phenomenal.
He doesn't have one if he hasn't got a loan.
yeah.
So, recommend going to your credit union. It's small.
There you
Pay
go.
them off.
You need to go to United game at some point.
If you ever want to get a mortgage at some point, or a loan for a big
Everything
item,
about these guys is creepy.
go and, even though you have the money in your credit union for buying the jelly, buy the jelly
I
and
think
get
I've
a loan
been
from
in
the
there.
credit union and pay it back.
Aye.
Silly question, but I take it your credit rating follows you from country to country.
No.
I have a great credit rating here.
Right, get yourself into financial
The
insecurity.
least said about me and something the better.
Because the banks have no obligation to report inside. Now, will they have a look if they know that you have lived in another country? Will they look at credit report and rating?
I'd
that?
better
Probably.
Yes.
I'd better get out of here.
Yes.
I don't have a good credit rating here.
I'd better get out of here.
That was the happiest 5 seconds in the last like 2 years. Oh, wait. Look at this road. Now this road is swanky.
This is the Cavefish base. So what they had robbed was
You're taking the fish thing a little too literally.
it's kind of their brand. Like it's all they've all gone quite. It's very subspecies.
I wonder what their merch is like.
I
I
don't
bet
know.
you it's real. I bet you it's real like tacky surfer shit.
I think it's kind of like I feel like this is like the natural evolution of those cunts who wear Balenciagas.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of way it's just like
And
we're
you know
actually,
they're not even real.
like all these kind of post-ironic like I was reading a book. I read a book one time and
Good for you.
so hear a snigger from the crowd there, gallery there.
Was it one time? That got me.
But do you listen to audiobooks?
I do. I've
Well,
got
that
my
counts.
audiobooks
You-
now. Yeah,
you-
yeah.
that counts.
I'm
did
absorbing the
pause
information.
there.
Yeah.
You did
Yeah.
pause.
So
Like,
the,
well done.
the book was the series was called Jam, and it was the idea
It's the whole
was
book about jam, apparently.
it was a whole book about jam. The whole premise was imagine like a post-apocalyptic like world where essentially the central issue is jam. So basically, this like weird nebulous like thing.
So Mad Max, but with jam.
Well, it was more the case like imagine this like big gooey fucking substance just swallowing things whole, and everyone has to live on the rooftops and stuff like that.
Jam.
Night to live in jam. Let's go with that. Yeah, but
What was the book actually about?
no, that is the book. So the book is the main character is absolutely fucking useless, totally 100%
Just a quick one.
useless.
Just read this one.
How'd you go from Balenciagas to Manny Lou Jam?
Well, what I was going to say was that the main adversaries, the main enemies in the book, are a crowd that call themselves the post-ironics. So basically they have become like a militant level of hipsters, where like you can't be serious to them.
hipsters.
You can't be serious to them, but you also can't be like snarky to them either because they get that part because it's ironic. So it is literally like and that's how they refer themselves as. So they become basically they organize into being those dicks. And yeah, the book just ends with like the main character being pushed into the jam by the post-ironics.
Of course.
It's
Quick one. This might have been mentioned the last time, but again, I don't remember last week. He
Yes.
said Bruce Campbell, yeah. And if they were to make a movie about this, Bruce Campbell would be the lead character, yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Not
Like
Ron,
Sam
not
Raimi.
Ron
Yeah.
Perlman.
No.
It's right, Sam Raimi, you know what to do.
Not
I
Ron
know.
Perlman. Just CGI young.
No, I can if I was to cast anyone as Ben Throttle, I think Bruce Campbell is the
Bruce
right answer.
Campbell.
Yeah.
He has the hair, he's got the fucking
It's the
jaw.
chin. Yeah, it's the
chin,
jawline.
Yeah,
Yeah. And in fairness, like again, these game designers, like the apple doesn't fall far from the inspiration tree. Like if there's someone they have in mind, they normally design the character of it. Again, actually, very fun fact for you is, and Dave will probably know this, the original design of Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Which actor do you
You
think?
mentioned this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've forgotten. Completely.
Good because I'm not going to tell you the answer yet.
He did the ad for Death Stranding. He did get the actor who he said would be perfect for a live action Solid Snake.
Yes,
Is
he's
he
in
he's
it
in
now
the
as the
game,
character
yeah.
Neil. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Which is why like he is literally made him look like Solid Snake
Yeah.
down to the bandana.
Because it's Kojima.
Kojima, and he's definitely not upset about leaving Konami.
He didn't leave.
To me, it was more how he left. I mean,
Yeah.
Like, Konami really did fuck him over.
Whee! Boom, boom, boom.
Mm.
Let me hear you say, "Way."
There you go. So, to just explain how that puzzle works, because that looked like a whole like mess there, right?
I'm done. with
So
those
first off,
movies.
the plank of wood was the way to get to knock out the cavefish. To basically stop them from basically self-destructing to get their goggles. The goggles are infrared, so you can see where the entrance is to the Cavefish sanctuary. The reason why the road is fancy is because it has cat eyes. So cat eyes obviously reflect with their goggles. So when you take that ramp, right, they obviously it alerts, but before you get to the entrance, they're gonna basically surround the ramp and put it back into place. But what you do there is then you park the ramp up at the corner and block the cat's eyes. So then when they do alert then, and you can head off then with the ramp, they fly out and follow the lack of cat's eyes into the valley and die. So that's how you get through that puzzle. Quite clever, because you have to cop on to the fact that like they are blind. Like the Father Torque does tell you that they're blind. They only use their goggles to see.
Like Slumdog Millionaire, that shit.
Yeah.
Professor Schmetterling's experimental flying suit.
It's the Fireflies from The Last of Us.
I still haven't watched that.
One of the
Did you watch fucking anything?
Yeah, I've actually never played the game. That's why I don't watch the series, because I'd rather play the game first.
Infamous gorge.
In fairness, the game is pretty much pretty much
it's more
a
the same
TV
thing.
show.
Slight changes. Honestly, for the fucking better. But yeah.
I mean, I said at the time, The Last of Us would be a better TV show than it is a game, because you don't really have any control over the game.
You don't. It's a very linear story.
Yeah.
Not a lot of roaming them. Just to get supplies.
Yep, that's it. Like this, it's a typical fucking Naughty Dog game. It's just like, we're gonna tell you what the story is, and you're gonna sit there and fucking like it,
And sometimes it can be good.
and don't ask questions.
I never had a PlayStation, so I never got to play any of the Uncharted games.
And it's not like Xbox, so probably won't be on the Xbox anytime soon. I'm not fucking.
Yeah.
I think it's only a matter of time before we get Halo on the PlayStation. Let's be real.
Which is
I give it
stupid
2
if we
years.
don't get all the PlayStation like games. Why would you give them all the Xbox games?
I'm sure there's kind of an argument where, like, you know, because yeah, and also that, and like, there's kind of like, you know, there's a bit of a market advantage there for one over the other. So
It was funny, alright, when they had the Avengers game, but I was just like, oh, I'll give you the Spider-Man.
yeah,
I was just like,
See, I've got Steam for
Oh,
the
shit.
Spider-Man game somewhere.
Thanks for the tip, Rick.
of course, it's on the PSE, like 2 days.
yeah.
And I was like, wait, let's get the actors from San Andreas. Stay the fucking opening bit.
That's it.
Yes!
So that sign there was basically explaining how the Not Evil Knievel made that jump to begin with. So he had boosters. He had a
Not
ramp.
even, definitely not even Knievel.
Definitely Evil Knievel. So you're basically you're trying to replicate the jump here.
Trump
So you
would
need-
love these bikes because they're definitely not economic.
Oh god, yeah. Again, like I think at this stage, like in this like timeline, whatever Trump like figure is, has almost certainly been overthrown and eaten. And let me tell you, they got days out of that fucking orange bastard. I can tell you that much. Fucking actual days. They probably did like a Bear Grylls and live in his stomach for a while, you know.
Did you hear his latest gaff?
Now bear in mind this is in a time loop day.
Oh, it matters anyway.
Oh, it probably does, yeah.
Yeah. So he went on record in front of the news cameras and said $20 million
Oh, yeah.
on transgender mice. They were transgenic.
Transgenic.
mice.
Yeah, transgenic, yeah.
Again, he literally just hears the word trans and goes,
Yeah, yeah.
So when they deleted all the photos of the Enola Gay off the US website when it was because it had gay in the name.
Yeah,
And let out a CIA black site in Northern Virginia
because I said black.
because it had black in it.
Do you know what the thing is, right? Is that I wouldn't even mind if it was that like malicious by like intentionally. He's also just really fucking stupid.
But that's Musk
know what
and
I
his
mean?
fucking team of
You know?
Soy boys as well that are just like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all
Idiots.
equally fucking thick as each other. You know what I mean? Like,
If you want to watch a very smart person take down a bunch of right wingers,
mean, you
so
have-
Jubilee. Did you ever hear Jubilee?
yeah, I've heard Jubilee. Yeah,
Yeah, they've done those outnumbered episodes with Sam Cedar.
yeah, I've
who I
seen that.
fucking love,
Yeah.
Very funny because it's about 5 minutes into it, and one guy says that the federal government pays taxes.
What?
Yeah, and there's a moment there where he does a gym from The Office.
Yeah.
And glancingly looks at the camera like,
Or the best bit was when Trump goes, "We're gonna slap a tariff on Canada and China," and they realize.
And you just
people,
took your arms in a little bit more there because your arms are a bit too long for Trump there. Go, yeah?
no, his arms aren't the problem. It's his hand.
I know, but you have to get the perspective. It's for the camera. You have to get the perspective.
Canada and China will pay all these tariffs. No, Trump. The tariffs are paid by the retailers in the States. You're tariffing your own fucking people.
And it's all.
What?
Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
Oh,
this
I know,
this
yeah.
is just this.
But
This
the people think he's the way he's portraying it. People.
again.
Yeah.
Well, look at the people he's begging to. They are fucking idiots. And unfortunately, there is no cure for stupidity. Bar going back to school and reading a fucking book.
And the last time that the Republicans had this much of a monopoly over the federal government was the year before the Great Depression.
Yeah. Oh, well, I wonder what's going to happen next.
He's already said there's going to be a recession.
Oh yeah.
They've been pretty barefaced about it. Like they want to crash the economy to, I don't know, force us into a decision. Like we're not doing anything. Crash yourselves. I don't give a fuck. Like
Oh, the Iceland.
Pound the euro
Yeah.
doing great against the dollar. It's fucking great for us.
yeah, why not? Yeah, fuck yes. Like the well, it's crash your economy so much that we can actually like buy a town in Connecticut. That'd be great. I'm just saying, lads. I have my eye on Maryland. I think I can do some really good things in Maryland.
Nice cookies.
Yeah. That's what we can make. The land of the cookies. Make cookies great again.
They have been slacking recently, to be fair.
It's a lack of chocolate chips. You see,
It's not even that. It's the softness, the texture,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. You just said yeah.
No, I'm saying this, but you said that in like a very like you know what I'm talking about before you caught what I say.
Anyway, Aaron, you're a fat bastard. Tell us about
Basically,
cookies.
yeah. It's like that.
That's not even what I meant, but okay.
That was the kind of
it was
tone.
the tone.
That was the
Yeah.
tone. Yeah.
It's like that bit from.
Anyway, Dave, you're a bald. Tell us about toupees.
I haven't found the right fit.
That's true, actually. You have a.
I have a weirdly eggy head.
Leslie, but you're.
Oh, I got my Seinfeld reference in. If he gets a toupee, he's going to look like fucking George Costanza.
Let's go.
He's going to look like George Costanza when he gets a wig.
You won't stop him now. Come on, we can't.
No, I got my reference and I'm happy now.
No, come on.
No, I got my reference and I'm happy now. You set me up for it.
I didn't set you. I didn't set up shit
And
for
about
you.
toupees bald people, I thought of George Costanza.
You guys supposed to think of George Costanza when you fucking wake up in the morning. You have like a fucking like.
He's my favourite TV character of all time.
You have
I
a
like
massive shrine of me, and I've been in your house. That shrine is fucking
Spend
unnecessary.
15 minutes extra in the bathroom just for him. Like.
Aaron got rid of his air fryer to have a shrine of George Costanza, and let me tell you, he ain't fucking living off that. Like the air fryer is gathering dust outside. It's crying, people. It's crying because George Costanza needs a bit of place on the fucking kitchen table. Chloe will tell you. Ask Chloe about the shrine. I'm fucking telling you.
I
He's
just
got
realised
covered in
that
bull milk.
that's dust. I didn't realise it was dust. That was a liquid for some reason. I know it's fertilizer, but
Yeah.
the colour
It
made me
does
think-
look very liquidy, doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it looks like a very specific type of liquid.
Now it just seems very suspicious.
What a mess.
1995
Grr, Monday.
fertilizer.
Yeah.
To Timothy McVeigh for my liking.
I'm not putting my lips on that.